So it's pretty common that people come to us with this. Like I work at a job, I would like to start a business doing that same job. Um, the first question, there's a bunch of things that we need to look at. And legally we'll get into all those nuances, but the first question is I would tell you to ask yourself is make sure you actually want to do that, right? Doing your, and if you've ever read the E-Myth, that's what the whole book is about, is you're a technician, you're really good at what you do. Running a business is a completely different game. So we can save that conversation for another time. But there are some legal concerns that really often come into play on these things. So we always start with, do you have some sort of employment agreement or restrictive covenant in place in writing? That's a non-compete, that's a non-solicitation. They have a bunch of different titles. I don't care so much about the titles, I care about the substance and the content of that written agreement. And it can range from a full-blown employment agreement to a one-page non-compete, or it could sometimes even be like an email summary of a conversation that you had. So that's the first thing we're going to talk about. Even if you don't have those, though, there can be a lot of problems with quitting a current job to start a similar business doing essentially the same thing. And because there's like laws in place and common laws in Pennsylvania that prevent you from doing certain things. So for example, if I installed carpet for a living and wanted to go and start my own carpet business, I couldn't print out the customer list and take it with me, right? That belongs to my employer. I couldn't go out and really hardcore solicit prior clients of my employer. That's going to upset my employer. They're going to sue me. I can't go and solicit like my former coworkers and my employees. There's limitations on doing that, even if there is nothing in writing. So that's always my caution to people in this situation is we can make this work. We need to decide whether we do it with your current employer's blessing or if we do it on our own and just want to have a defensible position, or if we want to just throw all caution to the wind and say, we're going this route.